Welcome to the preview for Bat and Bottle Wine Club Conspirators case. Little paperwork out the way first. The tasting for the Vini Curiosity online home tasting, which is looking pretty fantastic. So it's bien ver. How many tastings do you go for? You get both a Raboso, a bien ver, crazy Barbero, where Serena has decided to make something that resembles a kind of Malbec approach, which is a little bit strange. And we're experimenting, whether it works or not, don't know yet. We're testing it as we speak. See if we can get a Franciacorta into a tasting bottle. It might work, it might not. There's also a Timorasso going in there, which has got so much skin contact, but doesn't taste like it has any. It's such strange wine. And Tarasi, brilliant case of wine, brilliant tasting coming up. That is on the 30th of July at 7 o'clock. If you haven't got the small bottles and you would like them, go online, get them. If you're not a member of the wine club, it's actually the only product that's wine clubbish, which we openly sell, because we want to get you involved, want you to join out. It's great fun. And some of the Italians coming over as well. Definitely Paolo's coming, probably Gabriele is coming, maybe Ferrante is coming too. We might have too many, could get a little bit out of control. It's not my ideal situation. Anyway, to the wines that we have for the Conspirators this quarter. It's worth you logging in for that tasting. You're entitled to as a member of the wine club. Just you can then ask Paolo any questions you want, because one of his wines is showing tonight. But the first wine we're tasting is, here we go. It's from Cantina Sangro, Pecorino. Most of you, this is one of the grapes you've heard of. Pecorino is it's a fantabulous grape. Back in the day, not that long ago really, the Abruzzo was just Montepulciano d'Abruzzo, so the grape Montepulciano from the Abruzzo, and Trebbiano d'Abruzzo. Trebbiano was the grape from the Abruzzo. Tricky bit is, Trebbiano d'Abruzzo included all sorts of things. It included one variety, Trebbiano Abruzzese, which is the reason most UK merchants will tell you that Trebbiano d'Abruzzo is different, because it's made of a different grape type. Rarely is, it's usually made from Trebbiano Toscana. But Trebbiano Abruzzese, very interesting variety. Also going into the Trebbiano d'Abruzzo was Pecorino, was Passerina, was Cococciola. So many really interesting white grapes. Prior to this, the thirst for indigenous grape types was not really that important. It was more about finding wine that was good and that you could sell. So all of them were sold as Trebbiano d'Abruzzo. Fine. Now, Pecorino has been recognised. I think it's one of the varieties which is almost, it's kind of Italy's answer to Chardonnay to some extent. It's got a great depth of flavours that come through. And this one, I mean, I had a bottle last night. It's drinking really, really well. It's got that kiwi kind of fruit that just licks in with a little bit of citrus. It's super fresh. When I say it's like a Chardonnay, it hasn't got any of those fat flavours. It's extremely unwooded, fresh Aussie Chardonnay from back in the day when they were super clean, super pure. They still are, of course, the best ones. But this has a lovely purity to it, just not too heavy, lovely freshness. Pecorino, it's a great winner. This is a lovely, lovely wine. 25 is a glorious vintage, only 12.5% alcohol. Highly recommended. Gianni, who makes this wine, is just a legend. Great wine. Thank you, Gianni. Looking forward to tasting it. Next one. This is made by Paolo. And Paolo is coming to the tasting for the Vini Curiosity one. So if you can make it, brilliant. If you can't, not the end of the world. If you want the recording, I do put the recording. I send a link to those who are interested, who are wine club members. I don't automatically send it. Maybe I do send it automatically. Can't remember. Anyway, it's Vermentino, 2025 vintage. So both the whites fresh, straight in. This is a couple of percent more alcohol. And this is the Maremma clone. I knew the word was there somewhere. It used to have some of the Corsican one in too, but I think the Corsican one's sort of been ferried out and it's been put into L'Étrange. This works super well with this wine, and Paolo is trying to go against his instinct, because his instinct is to make wines with less acidity. And honestly, these wines were getting too fat and too fruity. Now, though, they just lean down. They've got a freshness and a power and a glory to them. Really delicious wine. So Kalendamaia, the label was designed by his brother. So it's a very top coastal Tuscany Vermentino. Same grape as Rolle. What else is Vermentino? The same grape. It's got a few names. Drinking super well then. I think, again, we've been drinking. It's been selling almost too well. My only small worry with this tasting is, of course, the stock is reserved for the wine club members. I'm not sure how much we're going to have left after that. We're going to have to find some more. If you like it, get in there quick. Right, on to our next wine. Roccafiore, one of my favourite places on earth. Having the light there in the warehouse at the moment just shows you the colour of this. It's nearly Provence colour, super pale. So this is Sangiovese Grosso, same grape that is used for Brunello di Montalcino. So Grosso is the big grape, so they call it. I think it translates when I get my text sheets from him, he calls it, what does he call it? Big Sangiovese, I think. But anyway, it's the same clone, and the vineyards here have got some age, have got some maturity, picking them a bit early, de-stemming everything, light pressing, just so that you're giving it just a touch of colour. And this wine, honestly, the Italians are always very funny, or a lot of the producers on there, point out to me that the UK don't really understand Italian rosé, and it's true to a large extent, we don't. This is a massive product for the Italians, because for 2 months of the year, especially now, it's 40 degrees right now in Umbria. You can't drink red wine at 40 degrees. This is why I'm sending you rosé at this time of year. So I'm finally really trying to fine-tune your cases, just make them totally delicious for the time you're drinking them. It's 12% alcohol. That's good news, isn't it? Light alcohol, light amount of colour, bone dry, super fresh fruit, very stylish, very clean. Honestly, it's great rosé for a really good price. I'm very, very, very happy with it. It's very rare that I go and buy rosé by the pallet. It's because honestly, it's hard to sell Italian rosé. The understanding of the general great population is not really focused on Italian rosé, but it should be, because it's blooming brilliant, and this is why. And then the last one, we return to Paolo's wine, and we've got a really good one here. Okay, this is the 2023 Nero di Troia, so the red of Troy, Helen of Troy. It's from the northern part of Puglia, so nearly all the Pugliese wines we think about are either Primitivo, which is the middle, and Negromaro, which is the bottom. The north, the main grape is Nero di Troia. It's not so famous up there. Castel del Monte is the most famous area for Nero di Troia. This one's from a little bit across towards Lucera, just almost overlooking the Garganiga Peninsula. And Paolo hasn't got very much vineyard. He's really a tomato farmer. So he's just got one slope heading down, and he just makes the best wine that he can every year. And you've had his rosé, so you've had the rosé from the same grape type. This is a couple of years older, and it's really matured. Now, this is not the greatest vintage. 23, he didn't make the Guerro or the Agramante, and they're the top wines. So all of the best grapes have gone into the Motta. So this happens sometimes at a less good vintage, actually really difficult vintages, can produce some really good wines if it's the bottom wines which are made in a less ambitious style, and they're just made to be as good as they possibly can be. That's exactly what this is. It's as good as it possibly can be, and it is delicious. Maybe the best Nero di Troia I've tasted from Paolo. It's glorious. Thank you, Paolo, if you're watching this. So this case is a lovely case. 4 beautiful, beautiful wines. Hope you enjoy them. If you are not a member of Conspirators, go to our website, sign up now. It's very good value. We're sort of aiming at that brilliant £15 bottles, really. That is the key to the Conspirators case. Not trying to give you something astonishingly off the scale, mind-bogglingly brilliant. I'm trying to give you something which is just fantastic and much, much better than the run-of-the-mill wines. So I hope you really enjoy this case, and any questions at all, my mobile's on the website, give me a call. Okay, hope you enjoy it. Bye.